Hey guys, welcome to the most undervalued crypto channel on YouTube. My name is Daryl and this is Future Proof. In this channel, I teach you how to invest into cryptocurrencies, how to save your buying power, and most importantly, how to be profitable in this space. Guys, I am not someone that changed my mind a lot, but I did a few videos ago because I saw some obvious indicators that the trend has changed, and I had made my thoughts known and I had shared this with you in my past video. And in my past video, I have told you guys that this was a major bull trap and that we were going to tank. Now, as you can see, the market is not looking great, even though yesterday we had the debt count bounce that I also warned you about in my last video. So today, I have some very, very, very important things to share with you. If you're a loyal subscriber to other channels and you choose to listen to them, please do as you wish. Freedom, do whatever you want. This is your money. But if you have been a loyal subscriber to my channel and you've been following since day one and you know how accurate my calls have been when BTC was literally in choppy moments when I was calling all the tops, all the bull traps and the bottom on Bitcoin and a lot of these altcoins, please watch this video to the end and please protect your assets, because what I'm going to show you in this video will prove the fact that we're about to enter a major bear trend, and I don't want you guys getting wrecked in this space. Stop listening to all these guys telling you buy the dip. This is not buy the dip up scenario right now, and I have over 6 indicators to prove to you in this video that we're gonna go so much lower than you did not expect. Right now, you can see that the whole market cap of all crypto is down 5%. This is just the beginning. I have some real crazy setup for you guys, please. And if you don't follow my Twitter, I had tweeted on September 22nd, and right here, very important not to get fooled by this move. I know it's tempting when we see things moving back up, but it's a trap. Upside compared to the downside is not worth it. We will see some coins move, but understand they will most likely get rejected by 250 MA. Again, I had posted another tweet. Bitcoin closes candle under 200 EMA on that one day. I'm very cautious. Looking at the right chart, it's very likely we pump to 44K, get rejected, and dump lower. That's what I mean by a dead cat bounce. We need to see BTC close above 48K to regain bullish momentum. If you don't follow my Twitter, follow it now. It is at @DFutureProof. I haven't been very active on Twitter, but I am now, and I'm trying to push some of these valuable contents on Twitter as well to start growing my Twitter. So please do. Guys, I'm gonna get to all this stuff that I have to share with you, but please, I want to play a clip from my last video here when I told you Black Swan event, dumping all markets, secure the gains, and wait for dust to settle. All right. You see this triangle here? This is what I was talking about, and I'm going to show you guys more on this video, but check this out. If we do, things are going to be looking really great, but there's also a possibility that we get a bounce here, a dead cat bounce, bringing us back to 45 and basically coming up like here and then dumping, okay, and breaking this level. So that's also a scenario that I want you to be prepared for. All right, so as you heard me saying, the possibility that we come to 45K and dump. Look what happened. We literally came straight to 25K right here and dumped. This is why I want to bring these valuable contents to you so you're not fooled by what is happening in the market. But guys, I have some crazy things to show you guys and why this dump was not a surprise. Yesterday, I spent 2 hours on a call with my Patreon discussing all the different scenarios. Even though they saw things moving, I kept pushing the narrative that this was a trap, and I'm really happy that they listened. And on that 2-hour calls, I've showed them so many negative bearish setup for the price of Bitcoin, and I'm going to show you them right now. First, we need to start here. Okay. First, we must recognize how similar this pattern is to this pattern here. One, we had a head and shoulder pattern. This is the shoulder, the head, and the other shoulder before we dumped. Once again, we are having the same head and shoulder pattern before it is dumped. So on these head and shoulder pattern, it's very important to measure these. So what you do is you get a line from the bottom here, right? Basically to the top that we had. And then you want to drag that down. And you can see the first time it brought us to the bottom that we had, right? Around here. So I'm going to do something very similar where I'm going to be dragging this from the bottom here to the top. And it puts BTC sitting around 34,000. This is how low we could potentially dump. And honestly, I think we can dump even lower. And I know some people don't want to hear this, but this is just analyzing the head and shoulder pattern, okay? But there's multiple indicators here that's more than the head and shoulder pattern that I share with you guys. I taught you guys about death crosses. We had a golden cross here, which is why I called the bottom on Bitcoin. And now, if you look, we have a death cross here, okay? Very important. Death crosses are very, very bearish. On the 4 hour. On the 1 hour, they're like a lagging indicator. But on the 4 hour, to me, I found it to be much more accurate. What we can see here is this big dump we had occurred after we had a death cross. We had a dead cat bounce right here, which is what we had right here. And then we dumped to the downside. So apart from the head and shoulder, the death cross, I have something crazier to show you guys. Keep in mind, I keep advocating that this is pure manipulation because you need to understand, as we were rising up, the El Salvador made Bitcoin legal tender and the IMF dumped us. When we're being manipulated, there's a plan to this manipulation. There is a psychological plan behind it. And then we found support and we pumped. And then here we had the Evergrande FUD dumped us. And then people thought we're just gonna rally and bounce back off. But I came here and I told you guys, the fact that we broke over the 200 on the daily and we had a clear close under it, signals trap. Okay, signals trap. We don't just bounce off from that. And there's this triangle right here that we still are in, and we've made 2 candles under it now. Now, keep in mind, right? We literally, as we're going up, now we're getting this China FUD news. And China has been Bitcoin a million times. That's not the point. The point is the news is coming out and it's scaring people. And this is all coordinated, okay? By whales, by people who have enough money to buy the media. And obviously China has its own plans. Now, I want to show you guys something insanely crazy. Like it's pretty nuts, all right? And I really want you guys to just bear with me on this one. So apart from all these negative indicators as I've already shown you, I have something crazier to show you now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this bar pattern right here. I'm gonna pick it up here and I'm gonna drag it to the bottom right here. What we have is a copy of this previous rise and previous trap to the all-time high. I'm gonna drag it right here. Do you see any similarities? Do you see how similar this looks? It is insanely similar and it's actually pretty scary to look at. What's even crazier is how this would push us all the way back down to what we had as our previous all-time high in 2017. I cannot make this up. I legit cannot make this up. I was looking at how similar it looked and I'm like, if they try to get us the same way, how many people will lose so much money because they're not seeing all the different possible outcomes and get wrecked? Guys, if you found my channel, you found a gem of a channel. I'm telling you, we're small, but do not underestimate us. I'm here to build a strong community of successful traders. All right. This is not get wrecked here. This is a channel where you come to be prepared, and so you can protect your gains and not lose it all, just like a majority of people do. Majority of traders, they buy, they hold, and when they see dips, they just buy, and they don't understand that there's been a change of trend. The trend has reversed, okay? This is highly likely now that something like this happen. I hope it doesn't. Well, since I've already got out most of my position, I actually hope this happens, even though I'm going to get some backlash for this. But guys, the prices have been going up way too fast. I want them to come back down so that I can scoop up more crypto. This is a long-term project. This is a long-term plan. I don't want things to just go to the moon right away. A lot of you want instant gratification. You won't even know what to do with that money if you get it too fast. That's why most people that literally win the lottery and become millionaires, they commit suicide. You need to work hard for your money to know what to do with it once you have it. If you just get all this money now, how are you going to manage it? You won't know what to do. This is something to keep in mind. It's all psychology. And this right here is psychological warfare that I am literally preparing you to not get stuck in this move. Look how similar this looks. And if I go back in 2017, look how similar it moved. We had a blow up top, we came down, came up here, trap, came back down here, came up here again, trap. Guys, I'm telling you guys, on this channel, I actually want you to save your money. I don't want you guys to get wrecked. I can't say the same for all these other YouTube channels because they're too big. They don't care about your little money. I do. I care about building a community. I care about you having trust in me. I care about us growing together, okay? And I learn more from teaching you. So this is my motive and this is my plan. So have some faith and trust. When things are bullish, I tell you they're bullish. We've been making so many gains and so many coins I've been giving you guys. Luna, Dot, Atom, like AVAX, I give you way back. I give you guys so many gems that we've been making killer gains on. Now it's time to be realistic and understand that we're back in major manipulation zone. But that's not it. I have more negative bearish signals to share with you. Because I know a lot of people, you guys are new, you don't believe in all these things, you don't believe in technicals, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to try to share as much details and data with you to understand how extreme this scenario is. Here on the MACD, look how we're trending lower. This needs to come back all the way back down to here now because we already broke this center line. All right. On the RSI, look how we're trending lower. And this is just on a daily. This is a bearish divergence. Okay. This is not good. All these indicators added together will help you see what's truly occurring. And I know we had a golden cross on the daily. I know. But I do not trust the golden cross on the daily. Why? Because golden crosses on the daily and death crosses are lagging at indicators on the daily. Look how here we had a death cross and we didn't tank as we expected. But what we are sure of is that this is much more accurate on the 4-hour. Because look how we had a death cross here and we tanked. We had a golden cross here and we pumped. And now we have another death cross here. And we're dumping. So keep that in mind. The other thing that I do want to point out is if I bring this chart, we can see that we broke under this 200 EMA again. And we did another step under this triangle, which is also very bearish. All right. So I want you guys to also notice that. Now you must be asking yourself, future, what about the altcoins? And I'm going to bring you to this chart. This is the total market cap of all altcoins, excluding Bitcoin. Okay, this is very important. Total market cap of all altcoins, including Bitcoins, which is the total cap too. Guys, this is really, really scary, but I want to share this with you. One, we went up, made a high at 1.3 trillion, dumped all the way down to 600 billion, pumped again, and formed a double top. It's bearish. Then you can see the whole way up was because of a golden cross. We never had a death cross. And right here, let me zoom in, death cross. And yesterday with my Patreons, I literally told them, even if altcoins are pumping, we're most likely going to get rejected by this 50 MA because we're literally aiming at a death cross. That's literally hovering over us. Look at this. Dumps. What am I expecting? I'm actually expecting that altcoins come back to at least 600 billion market cap. That's going to make a lot of your altcoins bleed, which is why in my last video, I had suggested to start accumulating back into stable coins. And yes, if we come back down here, we may potentially form a major double bottom before we make another move up. But I had to share this stuff with you guys because it's about to be some really ugly times. And some people don't want it. And some people won't like the fact that I actually want this because I've already got out of most of my positions. Because I saw all the signals. I saw all the indicators. And it's not that I'm a psychic. It's not that I see the future. It's that I just trust in my own TA. And I've learned from my mistakes. Which is why I made this channel, trying to teach you guys. So, if you want to know exactly when you're going to bounce off, do yourself a favor instead of, because there's going to be a lot of pain, guys. There's going to be a lot of pain. There's going to be a lot of bull traps. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to keep getting caught up in it. So just join the Patreon group. We called the bottom. We called the top. And we're potentially going to go much lower. And this is why you need someone to hold your hand, and I'll be here. So, and also follow the Twitter account because I'm also going to be posting updates on there. But overall, guys, this doesn't look good. This looks really bad. And we also had a discussion of what could these whales be planning. Are they going to just keep us dumping to the end of the year? And then next year we get all these institutions coming out and with bullish news. Because guys, the big money can't come in until there's regulatory clarity. I know we all want them to come in, but until there's regulatory clarity, they're not coming in because they don't want to get sued by the SEC. So it's very important right now to stop FOMOing. I'm telling you guys, do not buy this dip. It's my last warning. I'll obviously you'll see a lot of YouTubers disappear from YouTube when we enter this bear market. But that's what I foresee, and just have to share it. I find it very unlikely now that we break above after what we just saw. And you know how China crashed us last year. This is all coordinated. They want to kill Bitcoin. Look how we just came back down and broke back under here. This is the last support we have until we start tanking. Don't be fooled by dead cat bounces. And don't be fooled by bull traps. Because you follow this channel and I actually care for your well-being and your wallet. And this is why you need to join the community. Even if you don't want to become a patron yet, join the Discord, drop a comment below, and I'll send the link to the Discord so you can join. The reason I don't keep the link out there is to avoid scammers and coming in the group. But join the community, because we are the most undervalued community in the YouTube space right now. I hope you guys appreciate that I take my time to make this video and bring this valuable content to you. If you do appreciate that, click the like button, subscribe to the channel. Some bloody times to come, guys, and I've been preparing you for this. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're staying safe. Most importantly, future proof.